Hi everyone, today I'm going to introduce this restaurant reservation system. The website appmasterchub.com provides a detailed introduction to the features of this reservation system. This system comes with a wide range of functionalities to meet the needs of most restaurant operators. At the bottom of the webpage, you'll find a demonstration portal for the reservation system. On the left is the front-end display page, and on the right is the back-end management page. Both the username and password are demo. Let's first take a look at the front end. The image at the top and the logo can be customized. I will explain how to change these images when we discuss the back-end management. Here, you can select a restaurant. If you have multiple chain stores, you can choose which one to make a reservation at. I'll select the demo restaurant first. The calendar below will then display various settings for different dates, such as discounts, days when reservations are not allowed, or days when the restaurant is fully booked. Now I'll switch to the Rotterdam restaurant. The date settings will change accordingly. This means each store can set its own options, allowing for flexible application. First, I select the date with a 10% discount. This will immediately take me to the time selection. If the menu on the right has items participating in the discount, it will show the 10% discount information. Now, going back to the date selection, I select a date with a 15% discount. The menu on the right will then display the 15% discount information. Next, I select the time. First, I choose either lunch or dinner, and then the specific time. These time options can be set in the backend management. If the selected date is today, only times at least half an hour later than the current time will be shown. After selecting the time, it will immediately move to the number of people selection. The number of people can also be set in the backend management. After selecting the number of people, it moves to the information entry page. Name, email, and phone number are mandatory fields, while the remarks field is optional. Once filled out, click Next. At this point, you will see the previously selected and entered information for review. There is a small note indicating that you can now choose a menu to make a dining reservation or proceed without selecting a menu. If you choose not to select a menu, you can click Confirm directly. If you choose to select a menu, you can add items from the menu on the right to the cart before clicking Confirm. Next, let's look at the backend management. Click here to go to the login page. Both the username and password or demo. After logging in, you'll see the reservation system on the left, which includes reservation list and reservation setting. Let's first look at the reservation list. Each date has a progress bar above it, where the green color indicates the proportion of reservations. The number 20 below is the total number of reservations available per day. If the number of reservations reaches 20, the progress bar turns red, and the front end will show that the date is fully booked, preventing further reservations. This progress bar is almost full, indicating that there are not many slots left. Now, I'll go to the front end to make a reservation. The backend management corresponds to restaurant demo, so we need to select restaurant demo here, then choose August 6th, and select any time. Now, in the number of people selection, we can see that the maximum number of people available is 3, indicating that only 3 slots are left. Back in the backend management, click on the date selector on the left to choose August 6th. And you will see all reservation information for that day. There are a total of 17 reservations, so 3 slots are still available. Now, let's complete this reservation on the front end by selecting 3 people and filling in the contact information. You can also add a few menu items to the cart and then click Confirm. After confirmation, go back to the backend management, and you will see that the progress bar for August 6th has turned red, indicating that the reservations are full with 20 people. Now, if you check the front-end reservations, you will see that August 6th is no longer available for booking. Back in the backend management, you can reset the total number of daily reservations. In the Enter Max Capacity field, you can input the total number of people. Click Confirm, and the page will automatically refresh. The total number of people for each date will now be set to 90. The number of persons for Select field allows you to set the number of people that can be selected for a single reservation, such as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 up to 20. Use English commas to separate the numbers. After entering, click Confirm. You will now see that the small numbers above each date have been updated. The width of the date box is limited, so if the list is long, only the latter part will be displayed. Now let's check the front end. First, reset the selection to Restaurant Select, then choose Restaurant Demo. This will refresh the settings. You will see that you can now select from 1 to 20 people for a reservation. Next, we can set different options for each date. First, select a few dates, and after selection, they will be displayed on the right. The first option is the total number of reservations available. Here I enter 60. The second option is the number of people that can be selected for a reservation. I enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The third option is lunch on or lunch off, with the default being on. The fourth option is the option setting. If you select option date, you can then choose disable full or reset. Selecting disable means that reservations are closed for that day. Selecting full means that the day is manually set to fully booked, preventing further reservations. Selecting reset cancels these two settings. If you select discount date, you can enter the discount percentage, such as 15%, making sure to include the percent symbol. Click Submit to confirm. Click Submit to confirm. You will now see that the settings for these dates have been updated. This allows for individual settings for each date. You can check the front end to see if the settings were successfully applied. First, reset the selection to Restaurant Select, then choose Restaurant Demo. This will refresh the settings. You will see the newly added date settings. Select a date, choose any time, and in the number of people selection, you will see that you can now select from 1 to 6 people. Back in the backend management, below the date settings are the time options for lunch and dinner. You can click on each to set them separately. Choose the time buttons you want to display on the front end. Selected times will appear in green. Note that some lunch and dinner times overlap, so avoid selecting the same times for both. The adjacent box allows you to enter the number of people, indicating how many reservations can be made for that time. This feature only works when time cap is on. To the right of the box, you can see how many reservations have already been made for that time. I will first select a date to check how many reservations have already been made. Here, you can see that there are 7, 3, and 10, indicating that 7 people, 3 people, and 10 people have made reservations at these times. Here, I select the middle 10 time buttons, then deselect the others. Then click Set All Days. Set All Days means the settings apply to all dates. Clicking Set One Day applies the settings only to the selected date. After clicking, check the front end. First, reset the selection to Restaurant Select. Then choose Restaurant Demo. Select any date, then choose Dinner. Now, only 10 time buttons are available for selection. If you need to set the number of people that can be reserved for each time slot, you must click to switch to time cap on. This will make the numbers entered in the space next to the time buttons effective. If the number is 0, the time button will not be displayed on the front end. After entering the numbers, click Set All Days or Set One Day to apply the settings. Once the reservation number for a time slot is full, the time button will no longer appear on the front end. Click Set All Days and confirm. Now, check the front end. First, reset the selection to Restaurant Select, then choose Restaurant Demo, select a date, and click Dinner. You will see only 4 available times because the backend time settings for these slots are set to 0. Returning to the front end, if I select 1815, the number of people available for selection is only 117. If I select 1830, only 110 can be chosen. Checking the backend management, 3 people have already reserved the 1815 slot, leaving 17 positions available. For the 1830 slot, 10 people have reserved, leaving 10 positions. Returning to the front end, I choose 1830 and select 10 people. I then complete all the reservation steps and click Confirm. In the backend management, refresh the page, select August 6th, and click Dinner. You will see that the 1830 slot has now reached 20 reservations. Returning to the front end, selecting August 6th and clicking Dinner will show that the 1830 time slot is no longer available. Next, let's look at the reservation information at the bottom of the page. By default, it displays reservations for the current day. The date selector on the left allows you to choose which day's reservation information to display, while the date selector on the right shows the reservations generated on a specific day. Now I select August 20th to view the reservation information for that date. Here, 2 reservation entries for August 20th are displayed. The first 8 fields can be directly edited. After making changes, click the Save button to save the updated information. I will change 7 to 6 and then click Save. The page will automatically refresh, and you will see that the number has been updated to 6. If you click elsewhere while editing, the field will become empty, and clicking again will have no effect. In this case, simply refresh the page to restore the previous information. You can also add new reservation information by clicking the button at the bottom. Fill in the details and click Save. Finally, let's discuss the second part, creating menus and configuring menu features. First, you need to fill in the menu name, price, description, category, sorting order, and menu image. After completing these fields, select the image. If you want to choose multiple images, hold down the Control key to select up to 3 images. After selecting the images, click Upload Images, and click Save. Once this is done, you will see that Menu 7 has been created on the right. You need to check the box to display it on the front end. If this menu is to be included in discounts, also check the adjacent box. If not, leave it unchecked. Then click Save. If you want only these two menus to be displayed on the front end during holidays or special days, you can add them to Group A. You need to add them one by one. Then click Save and click Save. After that, go to Set Group Dates and add dates by Group A, such as August 30 and August 31. This means that on these 2 days, only the menus added to Group A will be displayed on the front end. Click Save Dates. Now, check the front end. First, reset the selection to Restaurant Select. Then choose Restaurant Demo and select August 6. You will see that only 5 menus are displayed on the right, meaning that normally only these 5 menus are shown, and the menus added to Group A are not displayed. Next, go back to the date selection and choose August 30. You will see that only the menus added to Group A are displayed, while the other menus are hidden. Returning to the backend management, the section below is for uploading images. The first is Top Banner, which is the top banner on the front end. The second is Sub Banner, which is the logo image on the front end. The last section allows you to enter a text, such as discount conditions. This text will be displayed as a small note on the front end, meaning you can customize this message. Okay, we have now introduced most of the features of this reservation system. This reservation system can be easily integrated with your existing website. For example, on this restaurant website, customers only need to click here to access the reservation system and make reservations directly on the website. That's all for this video. Goodbye.